The first thing you need to do if you're going to grow these at home is to have some topsoil and compost. This is 50% topsoil, 50% compost, and we're packing them into these containers. This is a first step to get them going. Once they're going, you might consider transplanting them into bigger containers. So now our packets are filled with the potting mix. We're ready to start planting our urban garden. Now, the beauty of many of these weeds is that they grow from cuttings. So to plant them, simply you make a hole in the potting mix and push the cutting into the soil, and it will grow. What will happen is the roots will start to grow from the stem. So we can put this quite deep into the ground. If you had a flatter tray, you could even plant them horizontally. That's a ponangani. This is the purple joyweed, and we can push it quite deep into the soil. This piece is broken and we can plant it again. Purple joyweed is a variety of amaranth. This is called Gangetic primrose or Chinese violet, and the leaves, they have a very delicate texture and they taste a bit like mushrooms, so we've nicknamed it mushroom spinach. This is very, very delicious to eat. Again, if you find it a bit too long, you can always put another one in, break it off, snap it off, and push another one into the soil. This is the pirandai or devil's backbone. This is from the grapes family. It makes an amazing chutney that's good for your bones. Just push it into the soil. This is the insulin plant. Very crunchy and sour taste. Very nice in salads. Again, just push it into the soil. Fairly deep, and the roots will come up from the stem. The fact that this is so easy is one of the primary characteristics of edible weeds. They grow easily. There is no expertise in it, in growing them.
This is a coloring book for people to learn about edible weeds that are here and now. All plants that are in this book are present in South India, all over India, and actually all over the tropics.
This is sweet potato. Again, make a hole, push the stem into the potting mix. This is the drumstick. The drumstick, can be just plugged in like that, and as it grows it can be snipped up like a bit like a bonsai. This is the Mayan tree spinach, or also known as chaya. In Tamil they're starting to call it marakire, tree spinach. The chaya has cyanide in the leaves and should not be eaten raw. This knowledge is a culture. This is what your grandma will tell you. Don't have that and have this. And so first it should be boiled and then fried with ginger, garlic, chili, and it has a beautiful taste, a lovely texture. Then we have things like the wild eggplant. This is turkey berry. This will become quite a big plant, and probably it needs to be transplanted into a larger pot after. But this, used once a week, will have such health benefits and a lovely addition to a mixed vegetable curry like a sambar. I think this is a really great hack, is spring onions. Just buy some spring onions from a shop. You see here the roots, and you just plug them into the ground. Now imagine that you have just say 3 or 4 in a pot like this. They shouldn't be completely buried. They should just be, the tips should be just emerging up through the soil. But imagine you did, say, every week you did 5 or 6 pots like this, and you start to have your own spring onions every day, cutting them off the greens and throwing it in the salad. This is a really cool hack. So these local weeds that grow all around us without any effort, that grow without our expertise, they really epitomize the characteristics of local food. And one of those characteristics is the high medicinal value. Now this one here is the Kalparavali. So the Kalparavali is the Indian oregano, and most people actually in Tamil Nadu have this growing on their balcony already, but they'll only use it in, say, kashayam, a herbal tea, for when they have a cold. But actually it's really good in tomato chutney. It makes an amazing sort of tomato sauce. Now again, you just plug it in the pot like that, and it'll grow. Now you might say, well, where do I get this from? So here's one that we've grown before, and we just snap a piece off like that and plug it in. This again and again is the narrative. It's easy. This plant is called Tipali and very much reflects that narrative. Tipali is a very ancient Indian plant. In Latin, it's called Pipalongum, long black pepper. It has amazing medicinal properties. It's said it's good for COVID. It increases the digestive fire, what they call the Agni, and that is very good for detoxifying the body. It's a cancer cure. And there is a traditional remedy where they mix equal parts of Tipali, black pepper and dry ginger and boil it in a tea, filter it and drink that, and it's very good for respiratory system. We put this in the food and we use the leaves as well, a bit like how you might add coriander to a dish. They're very peppery in taste and they give a very natural taste. Insulin plant, Indian oregano, sweet potato leaves, the chicken spinach, Mayan tree spinach, the valericere, the potalaka, the tipali, turkey berry, fennel, Brazilian joyweed, the ponangani, drumstick spinach, the devil's backbone. A huge selection of biodiversity. This could be your balcony. This food is all used in our cafe on a daily basis. This equates to an incredible nutritional value that does not compromise the health of planet Earth. Utilize local weeds, grow them on your balcony, enjoy the beautiful taste. This is your road back to nature. Thank you very much.